Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, which was dash in 2014, to further the financial inclusion process in the country, seems to have dash momentum in some northern states post demonetization. Option A, insulated slackened. Option B, resided tilted. Option C, plagued cited. D, launched gathered. E, aggravated swayed. So here, very simple, okay. This entire context, tell me if it's a positive or negative first. Tell me if it's positive or negative. The context meaning, right? I'm looking at your answer options and unanimously all of you have agreed on only one part so far, which is part D. Okay, let's see if that is the answer. Has anybody else given me anything else different? Not yet. It's positive. How do I know that? To further the financial inclusion process in the country, momentum in some northern states post demonetization, right? Positive. Which means what will I quickly eliminate? Aggravated, plagued. Resided again is an illogical word, no? What do you mean resided in 2014? Just doesn't make sense. To reside means to live somewhere, out. Insulated. What's the meaning of insulate again? Insulated means to be in a detached position, isolated position. Again, just doesn't make sense. We're talking about a scheme here. So it cannot be insulated, in 2014. It has to be launched. Something that was started in 2014 to further the financial inclusion process in the country seems to have gathered. To gather momentum again is your collocation. Gather momentum, yeah. That's a very common phrase used. So this one quite easy, right? Because we're already aware that in terms of collocation and in terms of meaning, it has to be, you can close your eyes and choose option D. So it cannot be E. Gathering momentum, matlab picking up the pace. Right? Yeah. Slacken means to become slower. Did somebody ask what slacken is? I think I missed it. This is not a very difficult one. Let's look at the next one. There is an dash need to dash the main source of air pollution through specialized research and address the problem through innovation and targeted approaches. If only all the questions were as easy as the previous one. To sway. Literal physical meaning, right? To sway from one side. Sway also means you're changing position. You're changing, you can change your opinion, you can change sides. He swayed from person A to person B. Sorry, question, yes. Here is the question, Kishore. See. Yeah, so we know our clues, obviously the hint, indefinite article. Obviously it cannot be A or B or E, which, starts with a consonant. I have to choose between C and D. So, most of you are giving me C, some of you are giving me D. So, is it C or D? Let's look at it. There is an urgent need to identify the main source of air pollution, or there is an intense need to portray the main source of air pollution. So, if I look at my first blank, both urgent and intense is quite applicable, right? I can say intense need, I can say urgent need, because both bring in the required meaning that the context is trying to convey. However, for option blank 2, right, would it make sense to say, boss, the need is to identify the main source of air pollution, or to portray what is the meaning of portray? Portray means like a painter portraying a natural scene, to depict something, right? Pictorially. That's not the meaning. Or to represent something in words, like an author can portray a particular society. So portray is an irrelevant word here, no? Unrelated word, in fact. Why would you want to portray the air pollution? Either through words or pictorially. Doesn't make sense. Illogical. So it has to be option C. So those who said option D, I don't know why you said option D. You need to look at both the words, right? So there is an urgent need to identify. Let's identify first what the main source of air pollution through specialized research and address the problem through innovation and targeted approach. So see, pay attention to the entire context, boss. It says, first, logically, right? It says let's identify the problem is, so we can let's identify what the issue is so we can address the problem, right? That's what the next context, address the problem through innovation and targeted approaches. Then let's kind of look at what approach to take to address this issue. Henna, pay attention to the entire context, and portray is not a very difficult word. It's a pretty easy word, simple word. To portray something, matlab to depict something, showcase something. Yes. The RBI dashed the public against getting taken in by unscrupulous entities dash multi-level marketing schemes that promise high returns. Okay, what do you guys think? Where do you think the error is? Peddling means selling goods for a living. Okay, now the RBI dashed the public. Okay, I have a question. Can you guys identify, in terms of collocation for the first blank, there is a clue word in the context. Can somebody identify the clue word for me, please? Let's see who is able to identify the clue word. Just like how we saw, no? Decline in, hovered over, hovered between, hovered above. We saw some collocations like, for the first blank, there is a clue. There is a hint word, against. That is my hint word, right? Why am I saying that? Because let's look at my option 1 blank. I have alerted, warned, urged, cautioned, summoned. These are my words, right, for the first blank. Alerted. See, you can alert someone about something, right? Please be alerted, or please be alert. This is something that's going to happen. This is something that's going to take place. So you can alert someone about something. Alert someone against something. I haven't come across that construction as such, but chalta hai. Let's keep that in the parking lot. It's not a very common collocation, right? But if I look at my option B, I can warn somebody against something. Yes, I can warn. Again, option C, urged. What is the meaning of urging somebody? You're pleading with them, right? Again, you urge someone to do something. Urge someone against something, illogical. Okay. Cautioned. Option D, cautioned. Yes, you can caution someone against something. Caution and warning, same meaning. If you ask me, right? B and D, same meaning. Cautioned, warning, same meaning. Summon. When do you use summon? What is the meaning of summon? It's like the usual collocation is you can summon a witness, call someone to court. Or you can summon a meeting, call together everybody for a get together, right? You can summon someone to handle, like you can summon a doctor to treat somebody, right? So when you say summon, you're calling together someone, asking them to make an appearance in court. It's an unrelated word here in the context, right? The RBI summoned the public? No, out. So I will immediately, the first option that I will eliminate is option E, because summoned is an incorrect word choice. Right? By. So even if I have all the others, I will still, so some of you are saying, hey boss, why not A, why not C? A, if you look at the second blank, it says marketing. Now marketing, multi-level marketing is just inappropriate for me, right? It's just very redundant, it's very illogical, it does not make sense at all. And since I am not very happy about, or I have not come across collocations where you alert someone against something, you can alert someone about something, right? I will eliminate option A. That is also there. He was summoned to death, meaning like a criminal, right, can be summoned, as in called for that it is time to sentence him to death, right? Summoned to death is a collocation, yes, absolutely. However, in our context, that's not the meaning that we're looking at, right? The RBI, I have to choose between B, C, D. Even C, like I said, you can urge someone to do something. Okay? Not urge against. There could be options, but mongering again is not the right word, right? Because, in fact, I would agree with I don't know if Kiran mentioned that. When you are urging someone to do something, you're persuading them to do something. positive. Yes, of course, depends on your intention. You can urge someone to do something negative also. But in the context, just doesn't fit, right? I'm going to eliminate option C as well. For those of you who don't know what mongering, who's a monger? A monger is somebody who promotes something that is unacceptable, undesirable. Okay? In fact, I would say it has the same meaning as, slight meaning as peddling, which is, if you want to promote something, you want to sell something that is not right. Okay? However, urged is not the right word for us. So, I have eliminated A, C and D. We have to choose between B and D. We already said warned also is correct. Cautioned also is correct for first blank, which means I have to choose between the second blank. Peddling and soliciting. What is the meaning of soliciting? Anybody? Peddling we just said, sell or some sort of, promoting. Yeah, that sort of a meaning. So what is to solicit? What is to ask for? So basically, you are seeking to obtain something from someone. To ask for, yes, right? To seek, to obtain, which is nothing but to ask for. Yeah. So in the context, see, for example, you can solicit your neighbors for some donation. Maybe you're running some campaign or something. You're asking for donation. So in the context, let's look at the context now. The RBI warned the public against getting taken in by unscrupulous entities soliciting multi-level marketing. They're not asking for multi-level marketing, no? They are trying to sell through that multi-level marketing. Hai na? So, which means our answer option has to be D. The RBI cautioned the public against getting taken in. Taken in this meaning means, in this context means what? Hi Selvi. In the context means what? Don't get lured in, boss. Don't get deceived. Don't fall for it, right? That's what it means. Getting taken in by unscrupulous. Unscrupulous means it's an adjective describing the entities, but unscrupulous means what? Obviously, we know it is a negative word with the prefix un. Unscrupulous means something that is not right? Something that is immoral. Something that is dishonest. So they're saying, they're cautioning the public against what? Don't get deceived by immoral, unprincipled, dishonest entities who are trying to sell or promote multi-level marketing schemes, right? Marketing schemes that promise high returns. Got it? They are not asking for the marketing schemes, they are trying to sell the schemes to you. They are trying to promote the schemes to you, right? That promise high returns. So don't fall for that. That's what the context is saying. And this is the context. I'm assuming most of you, don't know the right meaning of, okay, what is unscrupulous? You can get put off or stuck because you don't know the meaning of these words, right? Unscrupulous, I don't know. Taken in, I don't know. Yeah? Solace is more to do with peace, right? I'm seeking solace. That's another word completely, don't you think? So when I say something, I'm seeking solace, meaning I want, I'm kind of in a very sad state, so I'm looking for solace. Solace is more to do with, I want some comfort. So that's a completely different word. Solitude, yes, someone who wants to remain or be isolated, right? That's another word. But in the context, that has nothing to do with solicit. Solicit and solitude are completely different. Okay? Yes, comfort. Now anyway, coming back to our context, we know what our meaning is. And the answer is option D. Whoever said option D, super correct.